Hello guys, my name is Delfino Juarez. This is my first YouTube video on how to fix the fans that go on this Matrix 1000 version 2, the B52 Professional 700 watt 3-piece system, active speaker system. Now for me, for my use, this is a very good system, but the problem that I had is that all of a sudden the fans stopped working. The fans on this side and on this side, all of a sudden they wouldn't work. And of course, after playing with the system or using the system, I found that it's hazardous. You don't want to blow up your system for not having good airflow. So I consulted with my brother, who's a better electrician than I am, and so we figured out a way, and we're passing on tips on how to basically fix the issue of fans very cheaply at home. So basically what you do, you tip your B52 Matrix 1000 version 12 over. I have done this in my living room, and what we found here, when you tip it over, you're gonna find a couple of screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side, pretty much all around the subwoofer. You're gonna take those out. Okay, you're gonna take those out. I used a handy little drill, electric drill. This thing is very handy, was very quick. And so you're gonna take out the screws, okay, the screws that go on these sides. Very simple. You can figure that out. Take them all out, put them in a place where you won't lose them. I use my wife's little desert cups. She won't like that. And then we, with the help of somebody else, you basically take this little console off, and I'm gonna ask my brother Horatio here to help me. So pretty much you take them off, tip them off like as that, and let's show them again. It's very simple. You pretty much grab it and you tip it over like that. Make sure somebody's holding on, and then you're gonna see the interior circuit boards. Okay, you're gonna have these two cables right here. You're gonna take these off. Go ahead, if you can show them how to take that off. And I'll try to light and do the camera at the same time. Kind of like take that off. You might want to take a picture of how these cables go so that you don't forget when you're putting it back together. Black and red, you take those off. You notice, guys, that what I did before the video is that I actually disconnected all of the subwoofer. I disconnected the whole subwoofer from the power. Of course, you don't want to have any power. I know that's silly to say, but it's important. You don't want to cause any fire hazard or do any damage to yourself. So here it is. This is the side up of the circuit board, and what you're gonna find here is you're gonna find 5 fuse boxes. Okay, the first one is gonna be, let me try to position this. The first one's gonna be this little box that he showed you right here. And you can go ahead and show them how to, with a little thing there, you click it off, and you're gonna find a blow fuse. Now, what volts are these? What amps? I believe they're 5 amps. These are 5 amp blow fuse. Another one on this side, another one on this other side, on these extreme areas, another one there. And then you're finally gonna find a little weird fuse holder on the last, show you a better angle, on the on this little smaller circuit board, you're gonna find one in there, and that one's different. For me, for this issue with the fans, that was it. We actually, go ahead and if you can show them how to open that. You're gonna try to stick a little screwdriver in there, flathead screwdriver. Okay, and you pop it out. There's the blow fuse. I'm trying to get a better angle here. And what we did, we actually used a voltmeter. You can get one of these voltmeters at Amazon, very cheap. I got one for like $8. I didn't know how to use it. I had my brother figure out how to use it. He knows more about this than I do. And we tested all the fuses, right? So we tested the fuses for voltage or amps. They all tested out fine except this one. This is the one that did not work. It did not, just on visual, you couldn't see that it was burnt out, the fuse or anything. When we tested it here, there was no voltage or amps coming out of it. So we knew right then that that was a problem. We went to a store. You can go anywhere where sells electronics. We got a blow fuse, 5 amp, 250 volt fuse, and we replaced it in there. Now notice that Radio Shack, of course, we got that little promotion there, but we noticed that when we took that fuse out, it actually said 1 amp. It said 1 amp, and we replaced it with a 5 amp. We're rationalizing, why would they put a 1 amp fuse for a fan? I don't understand. But anyways, we increased it for a 5 amp. Why would you put in a fuse for a fan? Is beyond me. I don't understand that. But anyways, we replaced it, and that seemed to do the job. We then went ahead and put this back together once we closed the fuse holders. Let me try to help here. So again, you're going to put it, try to get somebody's help. You're going to put it, try to put it on this angle, just enough so that you're able to make the connections. Here, let me flush it a little bit forward. So you make the connections. There are the connections. Sorry for the bad footage. Black, red, and then the power, I believe. So there you go. We're connecting everything back together. And let me help him here. Make sure that let's make sure that that you're not pinching any of the cables in there underneath. Once that's nice and snug, then all we need to do is test it. And to test it, we're going to put the power cable. We're not going to screw don't scratch my floor now. We're not going to put the screws yet because we just want to test this. But once we make the connection, we power it on, and voila. The beauty of the sound of the fans working. You have now changed the fuse. That was the problem. It is now working. You can see right here, this was not working for a long time. I was very nervous that my equipment would get messed up, and now after a few minutes, we're finally back in business. We're ready to play music, and we're all dandy. So that's it. You're gonna then just take these screws that you took off in the beginning. You're gonna screw those back in. If you have a little power drill, that's really helpful. Make sure that you have a low power on that. You don't want to It's wood, so you can actually mess up those holes if you use too much force. So that's it, folks. We have now fixed the fuse problem. There is another fuse out here that they recommend. You know, of course, if the fuse out here blows, what would the fuse out here be? Right here. This is the fuse. This is it right here. I believe it's a 10 amp fuse right here. And if, of course, if your system ever stops for whatever reason, that may be the #1 cause. So thanks, folks, for listening. Press like if you like this video and enjoy. Hope that it's as helpful to you as it's been for me.